Little paper slips in the post box telling us something's here. So something's here. One of my projects might be able to finally start. Delivery. It was single board computers, and it's part of it's a radio project. I like radio projects because you can do them quietly on the bench. They don't take up a lot of room. But this one's about it's about tracking. It's not ADSB. It's a thing called Open Glider Network. And the reason I'm so keen to get a few transmitters and receiver units, or trial them and get them running, is I witnessed well, I didn't witness an accident. I was at the scene of an aviation accident. In fact, I was the first person on scene at sadly a double fatal. And I can't always, it sort of haunts me a little bit, that if we'd managed to get on scene that little bit quicker, we at least might have saved at least one of the people. And the reason we didn't get on scene quicker was because we didn't actually know where the aircraft was, and it only crashed in a ridge just behind us. We need another airplane to go and find it. So look at this Hardy-Dar. That's going to make a... Can you see that Hardy-Dar? Yeah, oh, it's gone. That Hardy-Dar, it's gone. Yeah, so really it's a time thing. If we could have got there quicker, we could have saved somebody perhaps. We'll never know. We'll never know. So yes, that's what that was for. That only left China on the 27th of April. Where we are, May, June, July, August, September, October. May, June, July, August, September, October. Yeah, it's my other hand holding here, so I couldn't count it. 6 months. 6 months just about to get here. That's why projects take so long. So if I order some gear now, it takes so long in Africa. If I order some gear now, the normal way, if I pay for expensive postage, then it won't take as long, because obviously fast delivery, or FedEx or DHL or something like that, but often it's 3 or 4 times the value of the actual gear itself. So if I order stuff now, I can expect to be making projects in 2018 with it. Anyway, enough of that. Last night's chat was quite good, very good. In fact, I enjoyed it a lot. Young Jamie Bignell, Joshua from Kitty Hawk, and of course Bruce, and lots of things I didn't say. I'm still really perplexed by these LAANCs, as I now know to call it, not LAANCs, LAANCs maps. I really don't understand the reasoning behind it all. Nowhere else in the world has carved up cities into little grids and put the altitude to fly in and created a pay-based system to use. Those were not quite a pay-based system, I'm being a little bit unfair. But Bruce mentioned last night, and he was right, that at least the operator knows what he's up against, knows the enemy, as it were, and what he might expect. So that's a positive about it. But if I've got to get permission to fly in there, once I'm a Part 107 licensed person, and I've done all my right things, why don't light aircraft drivers have to get the same permission to be in there, or helicopters taking real estate shots? It can't be one rule for one and one rule for another. Before I forget, in his video posted this morning, Brucey mentioned sending t-shirts. You can send me t-shirts as well, and Bruce and I can have a t-shirt off on our Tuesday night chats. always accepting t-shirts, maybe for your brand, if it's a great band, or your startup SUAS company. And remember, that's what SUAS News is all about. It's all about the small companies that had no chance at all to get into back when I started it. It's going to be 10 years next year. But when I started SUAS News, there was no player for the small player. You had to pay big bucks to big industry bodies to be heard, and that's what I wanted to take away. Back to LAANC. Let's talk about LAANC. I knew LAANC at school. Anyway, what have we done then with it? We've given Verizon the keys to Part 107 pilots' data, what they're doing, where they're flying, and when they want to fly. And Verizon will be able to use that, no doubt, and that's through Skyward, when they want to help drone delivery services and stuff like that. The FAA have handed out huge commercial advantage. Nowhere else in the world has a system like it. Okay, it's to help Part 107 pilots, to just help them by getting their permissions quicker. But nowhere else in the world has a permission system like this anyway. So it's almost like the FAA designed a system that was bound to fail and then looked to outsource a solution. That's my take on it. I could be utterly wrong. Bruce is right. It gives those Part 107 pilots the information they need, and that's cool. To defend the FAA a little bit, it's free. You can get the data. It's all online. It's all there. All those maps, it's all there if you want to submit your submissions via the old method. Why quite am I getting on such a high horse about LAANC? Well, LAANC really is the precursor to UTMs, unmanned traffic management systems gone man and full blown. So we better get this bit right. And other countries in the world, yeah, why do I care? I'm in Africa. I don't give a hoot about what the Americans do. Sadly, it's hide behind this tree at this gust of wind. Sadly, other countries will follow suit, and we don't want to be rolling out half-baked, commercially aspirated ideas just because it seems easy. We want to be rolling out solutions that are going to work in 2040. We cannot just be thinking about a couple of years ahead. Mention of UTM allows me to bring Jamie back into the conversation. I'm tad biased. He's from the very village I'm from in South Somerset, but I only met him a couple of years ago. I didn't really know him. I didn't know his parents. I moved in after I moved to Africa, but he was flying his model rockets, as I said in the thing, from the playing field, and that was all well and good and fantastic. When I met him, he's probably 13 or 14. Every UTM that I have had a look at so far does two things. Thing number A is it says model aircraft flyers shall fly only where they're told to fly. So that would knock on the head flying us in a playing field like this playing field right here. That knock on the head, and it will also knock on the head. Generally, you're going to be 14 or 16. Any of these schoolboys that go to this school here wouldn't be able to fly, and that's absolutely ridiculous and scandalous. And that's all to get your parcels delivered to you because you want that thing quickly. See how long it takes stuff to get to me, and I'm not that fussed about it that I want to stop small boys and girls flying model aircraft. Now, Jamie is a fantastic example of where a passion and a hobby can take you, and who are we old duffers to stop him and the like of him? It's just not on. So we've got to get all of this right before people stitch it up, change the rules, and change them in a way that we can't easily change them back.